Hope you enjoy everyone. Thanks for watching this. I'm just getting my latest review on Dragon Ball Super, episode 83. They got less than 2 days left until they got all the fighters they can, to represent Universe 7 in the Tournament of Power. This episode was focusing on basically two halves. One was trying to pick on who was the popular, who was going to be represent, and who's going to be the members of the team. The other part was about Bulma and her being pregnant and giving birth to Bala. Which is pretty, which is her second child with Vegeta. Vegeta, being hesitant about not leaving. He wants to make sure that his child is born. He's trying to be a good father and all that stuff. Remember, he has a hard time expressing himself and his feelings. Him being the same prince and having so much pride, right, being a part of his character. That's what makes his character so great. If you guys, watch Dragon Ball Z and all that, it's what drives him and all everything and all his ambitions. But enough off topic. As they get to Earth, Chi-Chi's there waiting for Goku. Not really waiting for Goku. She's just prepping food for Bulma. So she has cool, to eat all this, because Bulma can't eat while she's, pregnant and stuff. We get to see that Bulma's doing this weird birthing exercises. She's just rolling around on a ball, exercise. Those big, large exercise balls. Her and her Pilaf and the others. They're just basically twirling, playing around on the ball. I don't know why she's doing this. I guess to make the birth easier or something like that. It's pretty funny when you think about it. I don't. I guess that's just her way to ease the tension or whatever. Now, Vegeta, he has his eyes on her like a hawk. He wants to make sure nothing bad happens, to Bulma or whatever, make sure things don't go anything wrong. He's trying to be a good father, we have to see that he talks with Goku a little bit. He tells him about how he fought against Tampo of Universe 11, telling him about how he fought him in Super Saiyan Blue, and yet he was still unable to beat him. And yet there's still that other guy, Jiraiya the Gray. He's supposed to be the strongest in Universe 11, and if Tampo was tough, only the second. That guy's got to be way stronger. You guys don't know who Jiraiya the Gray is? He's probably the same guy who's wearing the same uniform as Tampo, but also the guy in the opening that kind of looks like Majin-Buu without the head tentacle, The guy with the purplish skin and black eyes, that guy, when you seeing how things are going, Vegeta wants to be a part of this, but he can't, he can't leave Bulma and everything, Everybody, is still trying to do their own thing right now. We get to see all kinds of stuff. They're still trying to figure out who's going to be the roster on the team. Like, for example, Krillin, I know Krillin, Goku picks Krillin, but Go wants to know if he's going to handle this. Like Krillin, can he handle such a thing? I mean, he stopped being a martial artist, but he went back to training. You get to see that. I can't believe he nominated Master Roshi. Master Roshi, he was a big part of the whole revival of X or Rex and F. I can't believe he still fought against the Frieza squad, the Frieza Force. That was the first time Master Roshi ever did something, big in a while. He may be old, but he was once Goku's master at one point. Goku and Krillin's master. So that's something you got to consider. Which is kind of awkward. And this is coming from Mr. Satan Hercule. How he nominates Juhachi, Android 18. Android 18. Android 18, she's strong too. We haven't seen her done much in a while, which is one of the problems we gotta have with the Dragon Ball. With this whole Dragon Ball fan base, the fact that, and Android 18, she's stronger than Krillin, we know that, but her character got dragged down so much because after being a mother, marrying Krillin and whatever, being Krillin's wife, that means that she's probably gonna fight again in a while, which means that we're gonna see, Android 18, fight in a while. It's also 17. They actually name dropped 17, That means we're gonna see Android 17 again, which is gonna be awesome, We haven't seen much of 17 in a while other than the opening. I think the last time we ever saw him in canon, and it was either during Trunks' storyline, older Trunks from the future, and also the last time in true canon, from the old Dragon Ball Z, he somehow survived, The whole cell, whole thing, and he was getting people to help with the whole spirit bomb. He was using the gun to hold them hostage, like volunteer or I will shoot you. That was pretty funny. Uh, that was way back when, which is. And now they gotta thinking of at least four more people. Supreme Conscience gonna try to look. We also found out that there are other planets who have who have capable fighters but strong energy in the universe, who may have potential. Out of the other planets in other planets in the universe, in Universe 7, since they lost Planet Namek, Planet Sada, and Planet Vegeta, who were the homeworlds of some of the world's best capable warriors with strong energies, their only hope is there's only like 28 other planets with potential candidates that may be able to help them. When you think about it, it's pretty intense, because they're trying to working. What One of the things I gotta like is that there were so many weird moments and cameos. Like for example, we got to see Yamcha again. We haven't seen him since the whole baseball episode. Don't get me started on that whole baseball. That was 12 episodes ago. The baseball thing that was funny. That was a good filler when we get to see three out of the universe. Her six warriors come back, playing baseball. Gacha's been such an underused character. He's been made a joke of in the fan base. I think worse than 18. And everybody knows that. The fact that he's being mentioned again, when he finds out about the whole tournament of power and thing, he thinks of this as his moment to shine. His moment to shine. Saying that he's going to be acknowledged because he hasn't done much, in progression of story development. And he's been he's been called the worst character in Dragon Ball Z when you think about it. And it does make sense, but you gotta feel bad for Gotcha as a character for not being used. He got killed off. I brought back his girlfriend left him. But that's just me ranting. Next we have to see that Whis helps deliver Bulma's baby. Now we all know that Whis is an angel, and he has weird powers. As well, and he did it so smoothly. He just materialized her out of nothing. Which. And we all know that he has weird powers. If you guys remember Resurrection F, and when Frieza came back, he has the ability to do a temporal do-over, and he can use his staff to bend time, basically going back 3 minutes. And now he has the power to deliver Bulma's baby, Amy, which is pretty intense. See Vegeta, on the other hand, the way he tries to close up his feelings, the way he tries to hide his feeling, his intents, Remember, this is his family, This is his family, And when it comes to expressing his emotions, he's always been very difficult. But he does care. Like when Beerus struck Bulma in Battle of Gods, he went nuts, and fought Beerus to a standstill for a short time, He does. One of the things he does take is his love for Bulma seriously. He does care about his family, and he taught Trunks, young Trunks how to fight so he can become a capable warrior. I mean, he is a Saiyan prince, and Trunks is a prince and his son. He doesn't want him to be weak. Then there was older Trunks when he came back after losing to Black. He trained him to become even stronger, and to try to do his best to train him. And also he became stronger after that, after losing to Black again, and he got stabbed too, And then there was the whole Zama's deal, which is something you got to consider. Something you have to consider overall, But he does care about his family, his love. Even though one of the things he had difficult was doing was trying to pick a proper name for the child. We all know that it's Bala, and it's Bulma who picks it. The look on his face as he is shocked that she picked such a name without consulting or telling him. But they understand each other. Bulma understands how Vegeta feels. She doesn't want him, to be packed into a corner or expected thing because she understands him. She being his wife and all that, she knows how he thinks. And she doesn't want him, to get overexhausted. Anyway, this is a good episode. I liked it, because they're like 40 hours away. That's less than 2 days before they pick all the people for the fight. I can't wait to see what happens next. See you guys next time. It looks like they're gonna go to Krillin, 18. And to see how they're going to handle this situation. Anyway, that's all I got to say. Hope you enjoyed the H1. Subscribe. Thank you. This is Solomon Alex. Give my latest review on Dragon Ball Super Episode 83. I'm out. See you guys next time. Bye.